The soft
Your review show. I'm gonna react to Jay Prince, the boogeyman of hip hop.
spoken rap mogul has a
reputation that precedes him. With some, it's unbelievable respect. Others, it's admiration for his charity efforts in the community. And for some, to be frankly honest, it's just downright fear of the man.
I don't desire to be feared. I desire to be loved, if that's possible. But most of all, I just want to be respected, you know. And
Everybody want to be respected.
demand that from a lot of people, but then there are those that don't respect nothing.
In any industry, there are always invisible hands that work behind the scenes, rearranging and shaping things as they see fit. And rather than wield their power with bravado or arrogance, these men do whatever they can to avoid drawing any attention to themselves. Preferring to conduct business based on respect, these people can be powerful allies or dangerous enemies. As when you go against their moral compass, you can bet that there will be consequences. In hip-hop, there are few figures that fit this bill quite like James Lamont Prince, better known as Jay Prince. The driving force behind Rap-A-Lot Records and instrumental in the careers of the Ghetto Boys, UGK, Zero, and Do or Die, Prince has become a Houston hometown legend. In spite of it all, Jay Prince remains humble in personal opinion.
Damn. This man has been in this game for a long time, bro. Even before I was born, bro. He been in this game for a long time, man.
Barely bringing his voice above an authoritative whisper. But while that calm demeanor would make you think that he's a shy and retiring character, the truth is, Jay Prince is one of the most ruthless and feared men in hip-hop. On Jay's part, he's quite quick to say that respect is just a byproduct of his honesty.
I've never heard nobody talk bad about Jay Prince. How do you develop that? I know you're gonna say respect.
Yeah, that's a part of it, but having a word, yes mean yes, you know mean no, it's being stand-up, man, and all of that helps.
But while he's willing to downplay his reputation, others in his camp, such as Scarface, have no problem playing up his status as a man to tread lightly around.
Like a lot of motherfuckers wanted to be like Mike growing up, and I wanted to be like Jay. He was raised by wolves, and I was raised by that wolf. So when the wolf go kill, the wolf feed his pack. Me being raised by that same wolf, when I go kill, it's my responsibility to go feed my pack. I'm a 16-year-old kid watching this handle business. The way he know how to handle business, I know how to handle the same business. That is my reason for being able to leave my grandmother's house and sit in front of you in Los Angeles, California, and talk my.
Although Rap-A-Lot's glory days are over, that doesn't exactly mean that Jay Prince's power is diminished. Together with his sons Junior and Jazz, Jay Prince continues to make his presence felt in hip-hop in such a way that even if you're leading the wave today, you're still not beyond his grasp. For example, back when Tekashi 6ix9ine was at the peak of his powers and wreaking havoc throughout hip-hop, it only took one word from Prince's sons for him to be kicked out of a Houston nightclub and simultaneously kicked off a headline South by Southwest concert for not checking in. Later, after 6ix9ine turned informant, Jay Prince...
Honest, I don't get that checking in shit, bro. Like, why do rappers have to check in, bro? Like, I swear, like, this like, it seemed like it happens in LA and Houston, bro, where rappers have to check in, you know? It just seems like it, bro. Like, I think it's only just rappers, bro. Like,
released a statement which made his feelings on the matter known in the calm but terrifying way that only he can. In fact, he even used it as a teachable moment to let other young rappers know what's what when it comes to dealing with the Prince family. Election day has come, and now I'm hearing lies he's telling under oath about robbing me or representatives of Rap-A-Lot. If him or any of those clowns were to try to rob me or anyone from the Rap-A-Lot family, bad news would have beat them home. Let this be a lesson to those who know better to do better, because there was never a question mark in my mind that this kid Tekashi 6ix9ine was rap material. That's why my sons didn't allow him to come into their party. It was never about a rat checking in with us. Where Jay will occasionally go out of his way to make small gestures, such as getting YBN Almighty Jay's chain back after he was viciously robbed in New York, the last few years have seen his influence reach the highest levels of the game, when he squashed the beef between Drake and Kanye. With Drake being a longtime affiliate of Rap-A-Lot and Jazz Prince being credited with discovering him in the first place, Aubrey has always had the protection of Lil J as his big homie. So much so that back when there were allegations of Diddy slapping Drake, J Prince put out a courtesy call that stopped things from escalating. These are awakening a sleeping giant. Drake is family, and the week from Puffy and Suge is on my radar. First of all, Puffy feeling like he can put hands on my family opened the doors for his family to be touched. You reap what you sow. While those less acquainted with Jay might wonder why people as high-powered as Diddy would even pay Jay any mind, UGK's Bun B summarized it perfectly. I think a lot of people look at it as he's threatening people and this and that, but it's just statements. If you're wrong, make the situation right. Everybody feels like there's going to be some violence, but I don't see it going that far. I think everybody involved is going to do what they need to do to rectify the situation. Late last year, we saw Kanye standing shoulder to shoulder with J Prince, suddenly extending the olive branch to Drake, after years of beefing and looking a whole lot more sheepish than we're used to. And for some, this was a clear-cut sign that Ye was forced to apologize.
But Drake just not saying a word told me all I needed to know about this appearance and what it is and what it meant, and hopefully none of us and none of y'all have to ever be in this type of predicament. J Prince is there with his hands folded, not even making sure that you reading the right stuff. There ain't a worry in the
Just
world.
me standing
You might as
here
well go make some coffee.
While skeptics out there could say that Joe Budden was reaching, there's plenty of instances in which J Prince was either rumored to have flexed his power in the industry or was caught red-handed doing exactly that. A few years back, when thieves broke into NBA YoungBoy's mansion and stole several items, something just didn't look right when J Prince attempted to help YoungBoy retrieve his stuff.
The little homie YoungBoy place got broke into, I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right. I got your key.
And after that, YoungBoy wasn't fucking with him, bro. YoungBoy did not fuck with him cause YoungBoy, cause he feel like J Prince who did that for the internet and shit. Instead of like coming to him like man to man and shit.
To your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. All that shit that they took. All good. Waiting on you.
I felt it was odd. Him and YoungBoy got into it for a quick second. And from that situation, that was an attempted extortion. So what happened was somebody had broken into like YoungBoy's crib when he wasn't there. All of a sudden, YoungBoy was like, yo, who the did that? Didn't hear nothing. Then J Prince makes a video and said, hey, listen, YoungBoy, I got you your keys back. I got your property that people disrespected you for. I want to return them to you.
Around that same time, Prince and his team were accused by Megan Thee Stallion of perpetrating a smear campaign on her. During the time that she was attempting to get out of her first record deal, it was alleged that 1501 Records label head Carl Crawford used his links to Prince to inspire fear. Prince is notorious in the industry for strong-armed intimidation tactics, and the comment was taken as a physical threat of harm. Read the court paperwork regarding the issue. Whether or not there was any truth to these claims, it doesn't diminish the fact that J Prince's track record speaks for itself. After all, this is a man that's so powerful that years after the DEA targeted both him and the Ghetto Boys' Scarface, the agent that was in charge of the case ended up indicted instead. From deading T.I. and Lil Flip's beef to preventing Drake from releasing his response to Pusha T's The Story of Added On, Prince has shown an ability.
Damn, J Prince have a lot of influence in these rappers. These rappers be going to J Prince, bro. That ass, bro. To fix mad problems and shit, fix their own beef. They be going to J Prince to fix their own beef, bro.
Move mountains without breaking a sweat. And with rumors flying around that he stopped the death of Pimp C at the hands of Master P after their business dealings went south, Jay discussed how the connection that he'd made with Pimp C meant that he would go out of his way to protect him.
A bond was made, and even though I couldn't sign them, I extended my hand to be there for them because they was from the South. When it came to the beef, I definitely felt I needed to step in. Master P wanted to be respected, and Pimp C wanted to be respected. To get both parties on one accord, where the subject of respect, that was the solution. I had to kind of make him listen to me. I inspired Pimp C to know that I was that type of person that only motivate a man to not pour gas on a situation, but try and diffuse it.
Capable of halting a kidnapping plot in motion as though it were nothing, J Prince has done all of this while continually fattening his pockets. Today, he even owns his own private island. Willing to go to any lengths to get respect, stories of J Prince reverberate around the industry. And while some see him going to extraordinary lengths to gain respect out of his camp, others say that when it comes time to make an example out of someone in his own crew, he isn't shy about that either. Speaking to Vlad TV, former signee Yuckmouth summarized the clout that his name still carries today.
I can't explain what happened at Rap a Lot, but you heard a lot, artist-wise. Artists was getting up. I ain't gonna name what artists. They was getting up. Physically, Jay is connected. You get him with the Chicago connection, with the big homie in Chicago. He's
Damn, even Chicago jack him, bro. Like, damn.
connected with all the big homies. Jay is tapped in with too many motherfuckers love him.
Chicago niggas jack him, bro. Like, them Chirac niggas jack him, bro.
I got respect for him to let anything go bad talking about him.
For years, the perception was that any affiliation to J. Prince might as well have cast a force field around you. But now, in the eyes of some, J. Prince Jr.'s insistence on maintaining the Prince name is proving dangerous. And as a result, Takeoff's recent murder has left a permanent stain on the family's reputation. In the aftermath, J. Prince offered a typically chilling response and made it clear that there'd be ramifications. I consider myself a man that's quick to listen and slow to speak. Therefore, to whomever is responsible for putting that bullet in my little nephew's head, let it be known that you can't hide behind me, beside me, or anywhere near me, because I don't tolerate dumb shit. I speak these words not knowing whose bullet is responsible for his death. But in the wake of a floral memorial tribute, which some believe to be more of a creepy promotion for the Prince family than it was a heartfelt memorial for Takeoff,
It says Mob Ties, the Prince family. The only part you see like Takeoff's name is like right here. There's a picture right there. And there's no picture of just Takeoff by himself. There's Mob Ties all around Takeoff in every picture. I think they gave Takeoff a little cameo. Let's be honest, like, wouldn't you expect this thing to say rest in peace Takeoff or we love Takeoff?
it's clear that Jay has some serious damage control to do, particularly as it's alleged that the prime suspect for Takeoff's killer came from J. Prince Jr.'s crew. And as far as Whack 100 sees it, this could have all been avoided if his sons weren't cosplaying as gangsters and leveraging their father's image for clout.
Junior, Jazz, they lived a good life. They ain't come up with that in that daddy was around, bro. And they pop in this persona. This, but ain't damn one of them like that. They went down there to support his birthday, to make his look more star-studded. You their responsibility, bro. But they feeding into this Mob Ties. But if you look at everybody that's pumping it, it's a bunch of rappers, bro.
Operating under the belief that hip-hop is really not a game, but if you choose to play it and understand the consequences that go along with it, J. Prince has stood tall where others have come and gone, thanks in part to the fact that when you ask him for something, he generally delivers. In exchange, all he asks of you is to do the same thing. Beloved by some and avoided at all costs by others, J. Prince's power in hip-hop will remain intact until such times where he decides to step away. And even after he leaves, the idea of him will still serve as a ghost story to be fearful of. However, that now comes with a previously non-existent asterisk that stems from both Takeoff's death and the errant, reckless behavior of his family as they attempt to replicate the respect that he's earned. Speaking to DJ Academics on a recent episode of Off the Record prior to this tragic incident, 21 Savage's manager Meezy discussed what J. Prince represents to the game, and in his estimations, it's a position that's unparalleled by anyone else. But in order to keep that spot, his movements and that of his family in the coming months and years are going to be crucial to protecting it.
As far as what I know, he like the hip-hop Clarence Avant. Watch The Black Godfather on Netflix. I'm talking about save Frank Sinatra's act. His relationships are more valuable than what the he's signing or what's on his roster right now. He just old school, bro. He not going for that book. He going for respect. If you gonna say something or do something, do it. Because now I feel like when you don't do it, it's no respect. And that's all I care about. I'm gonna get this money, but you gonna respect me. That's what I take from it.
Okay, that's the vid, bro. Like, what y'all think about J. Prince, bro? Do y'all think he's doing too much? Do y'all think he's a bully? Do y'all think he has a point about respect shit? You know, everybody wants respect, of course, like, but, yeah, bro, let me know what y'all think, bro. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. Whoever you're checking out, you are.